Live feed on Rashad Mitchell's YouTube channel. Let's get into the week that wasn't NBA. Just briefly talk about the All Star weekend. And I'm not getting into the All Star game tonight. I'm not gonna get into that. But let's get into what took place last night in the All Star skills competition, where Team Cavaliers won. Donovan Mitchell and Evan Mobley. They joined Damian Lillard, Steve Nash, and Dwayne Wade as multi-time winners of the skills challenge. They won. Mobley, Jared Allen, and Darius Garland won it in 2022 in front of their home fans in Cleveland. He was able to do it again. So that's what stood out. Also, the three-point contest, you had that. That was won by Tyler Hero. He won, putting up 24 points in the final round. Damian Lillard fell short as his quest for a three-peat ended in the opening round. Buddy Hield made some by tying the record with the first round score of 31 points. So that went to Tyler Hero. He won the three-point contest. He did his thing. Then you had the slam dunk contest. It was okay, but again, the problem with the slam dunk contest is always the same, props. Somebody grabbing the ball and dunking it from somebody. So Matt McClung won it for the third straight time. He was able to do that. Stephon Castle was in this contest, but he lost to Matt McClung. He was 4-for-4 with 50-point dunks. He became the first player in the history of the slam dunk contest to win 3 straight years in a row. So he was able to win it. Give him credit. From Osceola Magic, G League. So a G Leaguer wins it again. So that's the storyline that. So tonight you have then you have the Rising Stars. On Friday. But again, at the same time, man, this All-Star game tonight is just gonna be a waste of time. I could care less about the All-Star game. They say trying to reformat it, make it a certain thing, certain way. But I just can't get into it tonight. So I'm going with not even watching it. The main thing for coming on just to talk about what took place in the first half of the first half of the All-Star season. Excuse me, first half of the NBA season. The first half where you got Cleveland and OKC. They tied for the best record, 44-10. Now, they may be on a collision course to play each other in the NBA Finals. Is that the case? That's the first question when you look at the outlook on the second half of the season. Will these two teams meet in the NBA Finals? They play so great in the first half of the season. Can they continue to do that in the second half of the season? That's the one question that stands out because they've been the best teams all year. They've been consistently the best team. I think from that standpoint, that's the number one question. Who can knock these teams off? Now, Boston's still the team to beat. They're defending champions, but who can knock off OKC and Cleveland in respective conferences in terms of the way they've been playing? Who can knock them off? Who can knock these two teams off? That's the thing. That's the thing that stands out from that standpoint. So that's the thing that stands out to me. They've been the dominant teams in the conference. They play so well. Can they continue that same excellence, that dominant performance, or else it's going to be somebody else? Also, keep your eyes on is Denver Nuggets. Denver Nuggets are 36-19. They won 8 in a row going into the All-Star break. They playing like they're supposed to play. They won the championship a couple years ago, so they know what it takes to get it done, to get back to the finals. They won 8 straight. That's the longest winning streak in the NBA right now at 36-19 and third in the Western Conference. Memphis is 36-18. They second in the conference. Can they make a long playoff run? But that's the thing that comes to mind. Can the Lakers, Luka Doncic, and LeBron James, coexist to win a championship? I don't think so because they don't have Anthony Davis, who's out with a abductor strain. So they're gonna lose that rim protector that they're not gonna be able to have. So that's gonna hurt the Lakers. I think the Lakers not going to win a championship to me. The Dallas Mavericks, you know, now they don't have Anthony Davis out for like a month. You don't know how good this trade gonna be because his absence. Golden State, I don't think they're gonna do anything. Even though they got Jimmy Butler, I don't think they're gonna do anything. They 20 and 27 right now. They're very mediocre. Can the 76ers do something? Can they put themselves out of the 14 games below 500 that they're dealing with right now? 20 and 34. They lost 5 in a row. Can they make a run? I don't think they're going to because they're just too injured. Especially we look at Joel Embiid. He's always hurt. He's always injury prone. They're not able to have all the guys in the lineup on a consistent basis like George and Maxey. So I think they finish to me. Detroit Pistons, man, can they be the most dangerous team in the Eastern Conference? I mean, 29-26 right now. They're in the 6th spot. The playoffs start today. It'll be the Knicks against Detroit. That'll be an interesting series. They won 4 in a row, Detroit. Boston Celtics, can they repeat? That's the question. Can they win back-to-back championships? They right now number 2 in the conference, only 5 games behind in the win column. They got 39 wins. Cleveland has 44 wins. They got 16 losses, 10 losses for Cleveland. So from that standpoint, who's going to knock off the Boston Celtics? Can Cleveland knock them off? We shall see. As far as that standpoint is concerned. Well, I see it in that situation. So there's a lot going on in the NBA as we go into the second half of the season. How things going to turn out? As far as OKC and Cleveland, can they maintain that dominance going into the second half of the season? Let's look at the stats. So far in the first half, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, OKC, leads the league in scoring, 32.5 points a game. He's number 1. Trae Young is the top assist man, 11.5 assists a game. Seth Curry is averaging 4.4 lead pointers a game that is made. Got that one. On the defensive side, you got Domantas Sabonis. He's averaging 14.6 rebounds a game. Victor Wembanyama leads the league and blocks, 3.8 blocks a game. So they're doing their thing. And the steals aspect, Dyson Daniels, 3 steals a game. He's doing his thing with the steals. He's still number 1 in that department of steals. So those are the offensive leaders and defensive leaders. Let's look at the team stats. Memphis Grizzlies is number 1 in points scored. There's a reason why. 123.3. They're number 1 in scoring. Cleveland is number 2 in scoring, 122.7. And Oklahoma City Thunder is 117.8 points a game. Number 1 field goal percentage. I gotta go with Denver Nuggets. They averaging 51% field goals percentage. They're looking very good. Points differential. This is the reason why these two teams are the best. Oklahoma City Thunder, 12.9 plus points differential, 12.9. And then you got Cleveland at 10.7. And then on the defensive end, Oklahoma City is the best in defense for his points allowed, 104.9. Rockets lead the league in rebounds, 48 rebounds. The Spurs lead the league in blocks, 6.5. That's it for that, as far as that's concerned. So that's it, man. Just a brief look at, the NBA as we get into the second half of the season. The second half will start this week. At the All-Star break right now. Games will be resuming on Wednesday, February 19th, with the Hornets playing the Lakers. That's the only game that's on the docket. Then everybody going to start playing Thursday as they start the second half of the season. And see what happens, man. Who's going to be built for the stretch run to get ready for the playoffs, for teams that are trying to get into the playoffs and trying to maintain their excellence, their standard of excellence, like OKC and Cleveland. It's all about seeing what's going to happen with that and take it from there. So that's what it's all about when you talk about the NBA in the second half. It's all about, who's going to be playing at the highest level, who's going to be picking at the right time, and so that can't count the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and those guys. They definitely going to be ready to try to repeat and make it 2 in a row. But right now, it's all about just seeing how things gonna go with this second half of the season, how things gonna go, how things going to progress. So just briefly, I just want to come on and talk about that. We have the All-Star break right now, and I just want to talk about the standings of the teams and certain questions that I wanted to present, to ask, and just see how things gonna go in that way, in that scenario, because that's what it's all about. As we go into the second half of the NBA season and gear up for the playoffs, who's gonna do what? Can Cleveland and OKC maintain their dominance like they did in the first half? They got the same identical records, 44-10. Memphis, can they make a run? They number 2 in the conference. Denver, they won 8 straight. Can they keep that same level of dominance? Can the Lakers with Luka and LeBron do something together and make it happen and get to the championship? I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think they have no rim protector. When you get rid of Anthony Davis, that's definitely gonna hurt your team. And plus, they hurting also the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford has a grade 3 right MCL sprain. He's gonna be out at least 6 weeks, so that hurts their front court. Along with Anthony Davis being out, he's out for a month because he hurt his abductor strain, down the abductor strain, so he's out. What's new with him? So I don't think Dallas is gonna be that good when you have all these guys out. Abductor strain, left abductor strain. That's what he has. He's a great player, but he just can't stay healthy, man. So that's it, man. That's all that need to be said about that. Zavis could be out for at least a month, multiple weeks, but it may be out for a month. Unbelievable. All right, so that's it, man. That's it for my time. Just want to briefly talk about what's going to take place leading up to the second half of the season, man. As the NBA season winds down, I'll be back tomorrow with the usual classic books with Rashad Mitchell. Get into the Word of God, as always. Jeremiah, Life and Spirit Study Bible. Also try to finish up on the 49ers book. Also get into this Malcolm X book, Reinvention of Malcolm X. Because this week, this coming Friday, will mark the 60th anniversary of his assassination. He was assassinated at the Audubon Ballroom in New York in 1965 on February 21st. So look back at his influence, talk about that book, and talk about his enduring influence going to that day. So that's it, man. That's it for today's live feed. Just a brief live feed. Just want to talk about, I wanted to discuss, and that's it for that. So until then, talk to you tomorrow.